Assalamu alaikum. You're welcome to this channel. To all my subscribers, thank you for subscribing to this channel. Today we'll be making this beautiful triangular V-shape hijab. So I'll be using the 2.5 meters of fabric for this hijab. So this is my fabric. I'm using 2.5 meters of fabric, and I'll be cutting this fabric into two. I'm cutting it equally into two. So for this hijab, you can use any type of fabric of choice. For me, I'm using a shiny crepe fabric. So you can as well use a crepe fabric. You can use georgette fabric, chiffon, or even a jersey fabric will be fine for this. So I'm done cutting here. So I'll be using one to cut my front and the other one to cut the back piece of my hijab. So let's cut the front piece. For the front, I have my fabric here and I'll be folding it diagonally, like so. I'll be folding into a triangle like so. So after folding, then I'll start taking my measurements. So the folded part here is facing towards me. So now I'll start taking my measurements. The first measurement we'll be taking is the face circumference. So you can just go ahead and measure around your face circumference, that is the face opening. So I'll be inserting 1/4 of my face circumference here, and that's 6 inches for me. You can go ahead and take your own measurement, and whatever you have, you can insert it here. So mine is about 15 centimeter or 6 inches. So that's what I'll be inserting here. And I'll just add a like 1/4 of an inch as my sewing allowance, because after cutting we still have to join this piece together. So you can go ahead and put just 1/2 inch or 1/4 of an inch for the sewing allowance. So you can just make it like 6.5 here. So I'm making 6.5 here. So that's what I'm marking here. So I'll just go down here by like 1/2 inch, just right there at the folded part, like half. Yeah, I'll go down there by 1/2 inch and I'll just curve it. So I'll just give it a little curve there. Next is to take the length measurement. That this is how long I want my hijab to be in the front. For the front, I'll be marking 40 inches long. So here I'm marking 40 inches or 102 centimeters. This is how long I want my hijab to be in the front. And here, I'll be marking the side of my hijab. So I'm marking 30 inches or 76 centimeters. So after marking my 30 inches, then I'll connect this 30 inches to the length measurement, that is to my 40 inches. So I'll just connect it like so. Same, I'll be connecting also this side. So I just have it connected. So you can just give it a V shape there. So I'm just trying to mark it to give it a V shape. So this will be the bottom of our hijab. So next is to cut this out. So this is the front. For the back, remember we cut our fabric into two, one for the front and one for the back. So here is my back piece, and I'll be folding it the same way I fold the front piece. So I'll be folding it into a triangle like so. So I have folded my back the same way I folded the front piece. So next is to place my front piece on this. So I'll be placing the front piece on this. So basically for the front and the back, we'll be having the same face circumference measurement. The face opening will be the same as well as the size. The side here, we'll be having the same there. The only thing we'll be doing differently here is the length of the back measurement. The back length will be longer than the front length. So for my front piece, I'm measuring here, I have 40 inches. For my back piece, I'll be adding extra 15 inches long. So to this 40 inches, I'll be adding 15 inches here to mark the length of my back measurement. So my back will be 55 inches. So I'm just coming down here by 15 inches to mark the length of the back. Then I'll connect it from the side down. So I'll just connect it like that. The same way we connected the front. So I connected the side here down to the 15 inches I marked down there. So the back measurement in total will be 55 inches or 140 centimeters. So I'll just have to cut out. So here I'm just trying to notch the center. So this is the middle of my back piece. So you just have to notch that. Next thing is to cut the hijab cap. The cap for this hijab is in form of a stripe. So I have my fabric cutter here. This measures 35 inches long or 19 centimeters, and the width is 12 inches or 30 centimeters. So I have this folded into two. So after folding, I'll be having 6 inches here. And I'll fold it again like so. So next I'll be taking my measurement. So here I'm marking 5 inches. This is how wide I want the hijab cap to be. So I'm marking 5 inches here. And down here I'll be marking the quarter of my face circumference. The same thing we have here is what I'll be inserting down here. So because this is what we'll be attaching this to the back piece. The measurement I used for the face opening of the hijab was 6.5. Remember, my measurement was 6 inches, but I added half-inch sewing allowance. So here I won't be putting the sewing allowance here. I will only be marking 6 inches here, because we'll be attaching this stripe after we have joined the side of the hijab together. So here I'm putting 6 inches. I'll just be marking about 3 centimeters here, or 3 inches or 8 centimeters here. So I'll connect it like so. So there is our face opening, and I connected it here. Okay, before I open it up, I'll just notch the center, the middle. I'll give it a little cut here. Open it up, and I'll take this to my sewing machine and stitch it all around. Right side facing each other. You remember we have the fabric unfold. So the right side is inside. So this is the wrong side of the fabric. So I'll take this to my sewing machine and stitch all around there, and I'll be stopping here. So that is where my face circumference is starting. The quarter of my face circumference is starting from. And I'll do the same on the other side. This will be open. This side to this side will be left open, because we'll be attaching the back piece here. So the notch area matching together, we'll be attaching this together later. So just sew here and stop here. And as well, sew from here, then stop here. So to join the front and back piece together, I have right side facing each other, and I'll place it like so, and I'll take this to my sewing machine and sew, and I'll sew both sides together. This is my face opening. Remember, we added ½ inch as our sewing allowance, so I'll be starting from here down, and I'll be doing the same on the other side. So sew it down here. For the stripe, I just want to show you how you stitch this. So I have this sewn here like so. Just stitch, and I'll be stopping right here where the face opening will be starting. Yeah, so I'm stopping here. I'll start here again at the other hand, and I'll be stopping right here. So I'll turn it inside out from here. So we'll be attaching this to the back piece. So I'm done stitching the sides of the front and the back together. So next is just to attach this stripe to the back piece. So you remember the place we put a notch after cutting the back piece. So I'll just make sure the notch on the stripe is matching together with the back notch here. So I'll just make sure the notch are together. If you have the correct measurement, then both should be matching together. So I'll just go ahead and stitch it from here, from the opening. Remember the place we left open on the stripe. I'll just stitch it on, making sure the notch area also matching together. So I'll just go ahead and stitch it up, and I'll stop there right there. So this is how it looked like. So next I'll double fold what I have left at the face opening and stitch it up, just to give it a neat finishing. So kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. I'll be waiting to read from you all. So after sewing, this is how beautiful our khimar hijab came out. So you see how the V shape is coming out so beautiful. And I also went ahead to stitch the bottom. I stitch it all round, and we have this. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum.